big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from Nick of Time Show here. Give you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And man, breaking news. Who knew Tom would pull the trigger? Today comes out with a little press conference and drops a bomb today. And he says, and he explains that Kemba Walker will now be replaced in the starting lineup by our man, Mr. Fourth Quarter, Alec Burks. And on top of that, not only will he be replaced in the starting lineup, but he has also fallen out of the Knicks rotation, not even playing with the second unit because Tom likes the defense in the first unit with Alec Burks that was played in Atlanta, and also likes the continuity of the second unit. And we are all going to talk about it. Woo! Who saw that coming? Now, before we even get to the details of what happened, what you guys think about it, let me introduce my guy from the YouTube channel across the street. I call him the Raw Metaphor. It is the Raw Hebrew Remnant. What's going on, Raw?
What's up, JL? Big news today. What's up, Ryan G in the building? Glad to be with you.
Absolutely. And of course, you already know who this man is. It is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G is in the building.
Damn right, he's in the building. All right. Hopefully, it seems like we're having some connection issues right now. Hopefully, we can get that situated. Thank you for everybody who's rocking with the show right now. But let's get into it. Last show, the Knicks beat the Atlanta Hawks. You already know, guys, that we've had problems starting in the first quarter for many games. Our second unit has outperformed our first unit for weeks on end. And yesterday, or the last game, was the first time maybe the second time. One of the few times where the first unit outperforms the other team's first unit. And that's with Alec Burks starting. And that is a game that did not have Derrick Rose. It had Kemba Walker starting. And it seemed like that unit from then on was what we called yesterday, Raw, proof of concept. Right, Raw? Proof of concept. Because we've had talks about maybe this team would be better if we separated Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier, or if we took Kemba Walker out the starting unit altogether. But I thought that it wouldn't happen. Really, I really thought they was going to keep giving him what I call the Elfrid Payton treatment, where it's a ceremonial start, but he eventually comes in and plays less minutes, but he still gets to start and play the game. But that's not what happened. He's actually taken out of the rotation, and I give Tom a lot of credit. So, man, Raw, let me know, what do you think of this whole ordeal and Kemba falling out of rotation, not just being benched, but falling out of rotation completely?
It was a logical thing, though. When you look back on it, it was a logical thing that was going to happen. Tom is very protective of the second unit, so he's not going to add Kemba, a non-plus defender, on the second unit that he's already very high. That's why he's keeping Obi there.
Ryan, your audio is not good at all. Both of you guys' audios are really off today. But let me try to reiterate what these guys were saying for a second while they work on the audio. So pretty much what Ryan was saying, you can already see the graphic up on the board. Statistically speaking, it's made logical sense. Kemba, Fred Katz already talked about, he posted something on Twitter to say that kind of illustrates Kemba Walker's on and off stats. Kemba Walker off the bench. When Kemba Walker's off the bench, Knicks have the best defense in the league.
And you know who my
at a 99 defensive rating. And when he's on the floor, Knicks have the worst defense in the league at a 116.3 defensive rating. And also, when Kemba is off the floor, Knicks are ranked 9th in offense while he is off the floor. And when he's on the floor, they're ranked 27th. So it's not even just a defensive thing like we were saying. Both sides of the court are affected when Kemba is on and off the floor. And even though Kemba started out hot, shooting at like 57% from 3 in his first few games, he's dramatically cooled off And Kemba really hasn't recovered, and it hasn't really benefited the team to have him playing at all this season, really. And we saw the results of that when the Knicks played the Hawks. What happened when the Knicks played the Hawks? The defense, for once, picked up. We talked about how we had to separate Kemba Walker and Alec Burks. Alec Burks really is what we wanted Kemba Walker to be. We wanted a guy who was going to force Trae Young to actually play defense and tire him out. And you kind of saw what happened in that fourth quarter when Alec Burks was cooking. He scored 23. When he was forced to guard somebody, Trae tired out. Between the ball hawking from Alec Burks, the improved defense from Emmanuel quickly, Trae Young actually tired out by the fourth quarter. And that's what we need from our starting point guard. Someone who's going to make plays, shoot threes, and play defense and affect this team. And we've been saying this all season as well. Alec Burks' defense is dramatically improved from last season to this season. Maybe it's just Tibbs has coached him up to be a defender that I didn't even see coming. But Alec Burks has been hawking people full court just like Emmanuel quickly has been. And he's been pretty good defensively, getting his hands on a lot of loose balls. And not only that, he's an offensive threat and the threat in the fourth quarter as well to take over these games. So I'm still shocked because for me, I thought Kemba Walker was going to get the Elfrid Payton treatment. And when I say the Elfrid Payton treatment, what I really mean is I really thought that even though Tom saw that he wasn't playing well, he was going to get the ceremonial start, and then only get his minutes cut and be benched like we've been seeing. But you really gotta give it to Tom Thibodeau because Tom absolutely he held his nuts, man. He held his nuts. He stood his ground, and he went away. He went away from what everybody thought was playing the veterans. You always thought that he was only about playing the veterans, but no. He's really about this team, and it showed yesterday. And another part of that as well is the Grimes playing, because he could have easily said yesterday to appease Kemba, to appease York, to keep the front. We're not going to just, we're going to just pull him from the starting lineup and have him play the second unit. But if you see the way Grimes is playing, you can already see that Grimes is an NBA player. Despite him not shooting well yesterday, you can already see the defense that he brings is going to have an impact on his team alone. And once he starts hitting threes, that's going to bring this team to a whole other dimension. Having Kemba even play with the second unit and disrupting that chemistry could even be detrimental. You know what I mean? So for Tom to take him out the starting lineup and take him out the rotation completely and then go, I'm giving minutes to Grimes, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And I commend Tom for that wholeheartedly. And I think this is absolutely the best move. And even to illustrate this part further, we was debating on whether we should have Derrick Rose start on this program or Alec Burks start or Emmanuel quickly start, right? Ultimately, Tom goes with Alec Burks because he likes the defense and he likes to play bigger guards on the defensive end, and he also feels like the Atlanta game, we'll be able to switch, and because we'll be able to switch a lot on these pick and rolls like we saw in Atlanta, you should be able to have a better rebounding game than we usually been having, and that's showed before. But on top of that, what I feel like can also be another good sign for us is just having Alec Burks start instead of Emmanuel quickly. I'm starting to realize I don't want to separate Emmanuel quickly and Obi Toppin. I know we've been talking about starting Emmanuel quickly, But the synergy between Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin, I feel like hurts Obi Toppin at this point, because when you even with Derrick Rose on or off the court, listen to even with Derrick Rose is off the court, you can already see the chemistry spilling over from Obi's and Emmanuel Quickly's chemistry building in summer league, to the point where I'm looking at interviews today and Obi is talking about sometimes IQ, he just gives me a glance. Like, we don't even speak. I don't say throw it up. He just gives me a glance. And when he gives me the glance, I already know the ball's going up, and he throws the ball up. So that, to me, even as much as I love IQ, when he's been doing the way he's been pushing the pace, Alec Burks starting for the New York Knicks, I think is actually the correct move. Keep that bench unit together, and then replace Alec Burks with Grimes, and then have Grimes really, develop into another player. I think that's the best case scenario, because now what we're doing, we're developing again. We're developing our young guys, and I feel like by the end of the year, Grimes is going to be Grime times. Grimes is going to be a nice cog in this offense and defense. And not only that, games like this, right? And I know Derrick Rose is out yesterday, so this kind of affects the rotation. But I do feel like this gives RJ a little bit more leeway to run with the second unit. He might not have that much time to do it later, but I do feel like having RJ run with the second unit is something that's needed, because you already know it seems like Evan needs more touches to get comfortable. It seems like Julius and Evan kind of have a thing they're trying to work on, and RJ seems comfortable with the ball. So the more chances RJ has to touch the ball at the second unit and get into rhythm, I think the better for RJ as well and the future of this team. So for all those reasons, I think this is a great move. And not only that, Raw's back. Okay, I see you, Raw. I'm sorry, I wasn't. And Raw's back, so hopefully everything goes back to normal. And last game we also talked about where this team is, right? And we talked about this team might be better than what the record is showing. And it's only because Tom was forced to play certain players that our record might be what it is. Not to say it'll be drastically, like we might have squeaked out like maybe like 2 or 3 more games if we pulled the plug on that experiment earlier. But we have to have proof of concept. We had to play Kemba to see what he can do, because he deserved that. He's an all-star. He's paid his dues in his league. So I get why, but I do believe that with this change and the boost on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, this team could be actually better than what our record is showing. Absolutely. And I think Raw is still kind of setting up.
Can you you got me testing 1, 2, 3?
Yep, perfect. Now you're perfect. Yep, perfect. Everything is perfect.
Okay.
All right, we back. And
all right, cool. I just wanted to say that if you because people get very emotional and start hating easily in Knick Nation, but if you step back and look at this, 2 weeks ago, Tom was planning this. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, it kind of froze a little bit.
You froze a little bit, but the sound seems better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, Thibodeau was planning this because he had Burks working with the first unit about weeks ago, and then he sent Deuce to the G League, and everybody was looking like it was a demotion. But I was telling y'all, he's preparing to play him, and then he put him in there. He put him in the G League tonight. And so if RJ cannot go tomorrow, you're going to see both of those guys play.
Right, because RJ has been listed as questionable because of a sickness, uncovid related. So there's definitely a chance that Chris says he can't hear Raw, but then somebody else says they can. Okay, you probably have to sign into Blog Talk Raw. That's probably why Chris can't hear you.
I thought. Okay, hang on.
But
a
the
second.
show can definitely hear you. All right, cool. But that's fine. But yeah. If I would love if I'm definitely ready to see Grimes. I feel like Grimes is one of those guys that's a secret weapon because we really have really good team defenders, right? Quickly, he seems, interestingly enough, Quickly seems like our best on-ball defender right now, which is interesting because he's like a 6'3" guy, has a little bit of length, but he seems like he might be our best on-ball defender right now. If McBride gets into the game and into the mix, then he can challenge actually Quickly for being the best off-ball defender because you already see what McBride can do, right? And having both of those weapons to close a game can be pretty devastating for teams defensively.
Yeah, we got with those three guys, the three rookies, and Jericho Sims, 4 rookies. We got 4 good defenders right there. I mean,
yeah.
It's not even like these guys need to be broken in like rookies. They're 4 good defenders, man. All 4 of them. I mean, Grimes, Deuce, and Jericho, and then not IQ, but IQ's not a rookie, but all 4 of them are good defenders. And then Obi's a good defender now too. They all playing defense now, man.
Yeah, no, they're absolutely all playing defense, man. And I'm sorry, I've been talking Ryan. I think you're good now. I feel like your voice is a little less choppy. So if you have anything to add, you can definitely add it. I know the flow is kind of already a little bit off.
Yeah. Well, I hope my audio is working a bit better right now. I'm looking at my mic. I see the red light, so I'm thinking that everything's good. Hopefully.
Yep.
All right. So I pretty much agree with a lot of what you said because Grimes have been showing lately that he's definitely going to be a welcome addition into the 10-man rotation. And I'm excited to see how he's going to grow and progress as the season goes on, as he gets more minutes and plays more with the team, with the second unit. And on top of that, finally finds his shot and things of that nature. So I'm interested to see how Grimes is going to improve. And what makes Kemba expendable is just the simple fact that he got other players in his position playing well. So when you have Burks playing well, when you have Quickly playing well, when you have Rose playing well, that makes Kemba expendable. Then on top of that, with McBride coming up, and McBride is another guard where, even though he's not the biggest guard, he has a good wingspan and he's a defender as well. And Thibs wants guys that's going to defend. So, the only way Kemba's going to really maintain his spot in the starting lineup is if he could really drop buckets at a high rate.
Yeah.
Because since he's given up so much on the defensive end, he's going to have to justify it by being a great offensive player, but it's not the same Kemba anymore. Kemba has definitely, the knees have caught up to him. He's not the same, scorer. He's not the same defender, and Kemba's never been a great defender, but with his injury that makes him even worse than he was before, and it's just unfortunate, and like you said too, like Thibs had to give him his respect because he's a veteran. You can't just bring in Kemba for 1 year, $8 million and be like, what, after 5 games we're gonna bench you because it's not working. Like, you have to give Kemba a chance to actually gel with the first unit, and unfortunately it wasn't working, and the stats are working, and the advanced analytics are working against him as well. So, he had to be benched, and it's unfortunate, but this is the game of basketball. There's no friends, it's business, and you have to do what's in the best interest of the team. And unfortunately for Kemba, the best interest of the team right now is to bench him and have these guys, play and have them gel, and the defense is going to improve. The offense is supposed to improve because the Knicks offense plays better when he's off the court. And hopefully you see as the season goes on from now, the Knicks start picking it up a bit and winning more games and climbing up the standings in the East.
Yeah. It's ended up being like a Tracy McGrady situation. Like, it just ended up being like, we got to start. It's still a little bit too late. But the thing is, here's the thing though, like, this is one of those it's one of those things where if it worked, it is brilliant, right? If it didn't work, to 2 years, $9 million. It's not burning. It's not hurting us long term. It's not like a Joakim Noah contract. It's not like an Antonio Dice contract. It's not like Andre Bargnani. We were giving a picks or anything like that. So I know some people are like, what about the money we spent? We wasted money. We're fine. We're fine when it comes to the money. We're still a deep team. We have players, and in reality, and we talked about this last show, Raw. Like we have the players to make this team good. It doesn't have to be a star player. We're good with an Alec Burks who can play his role, shoot threes, improve defender, and and play a 2-man game with Julius Randle, because Julius Randle kind of treats treats Alec Burks like another Evan Fournier, or where he kind of like does the screen and passes to him for an outside three. So yes, two people can do that with right now, and it works perfectly fine within our scheme. So we're gonna be fine. And I think it seems like the numbers show that we'll actually be scarier, like way scarier. So man, if I'm the Nets tomorrow, I might be a little nervous. I might be a little nervous. That's a beatable team right there.
No, they definitely they're going to take the Knicks very seriously, because and that makes them, to me, more dangerous as far as the Nets, because KD is like, I say, one of 3 players that at any given night will drop 50 on you. At any given night, it doesn't matter who they're playing. So with that, you got that threat. I'm not as worried about Harden, because I've just never been high on Harden when he has a good defender on him. But and the Knicks going to play good defense on him tomorrow. But KD, sometimes only thing stops KD is his own win, his tiredness. If he gets tired, because you let him go, man, you can't do nothing with him. If he wants a basket, he's gonna get it.
Right. Exactly. So if all we got to worry about is KD, it's gonna be a tough game because it's the Nets and KD is KD. But I really like our chances on beating the Nets tomorrow a lot more.
Oh yeah. I like our chances.
Yeah, and speaking of James Harden as well, I don't know if y'all heard, but the other night, the Nets fans were booing James Harden because he had 7 turnovers in the game. And
I definitely saw that.
For real? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so right now, James Harden's not playing his best ball, which, is going to be in the Knicks' favor, because if the Knicks don't have to worry about James Harden, they only really have to worry about his KD, then the Knicks have a strong chance to win tomorrow against the Nets.
I think even at their best, the Knicks can beat them. But I'm just saying, it's because you got to figure it's the Knicks. So Harden is going to play his best ball tomorrow. It's the Knicks. So, but I still, even with KD and Harden on their game, I like our chance. The Knicks are got to be favored tomorrow, because we're just right now, we just got addition by subtraction. And so,
right.
I don't even care if RJ doesn't play.
You just want McBride in that.
I want McBride in there. I do.
Yeah, he's tearing up the G League today. You just saw a video of him banging on somebody's head earlier today. So we already know that boy ready.
Oh man, he's just taking out his frustrations on the G League. He's ready to get in there and chew somebody up, man.
Nah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, I ain't going for it. That's my boy there. That's my new Frank Ntilikina. That's my favorite.
McBride Hive is alive and well. I'm not sure if he's gonna get the burn. Because of RJ and Derrick Rose, I'm still not sure if he's gonna get the burn that we want him to get, unless an injury comes. I think it really gonna depend on, because if you're going by last game, he didn't really get burned that much last game.
He didn't. But I'm just saying, if RJ cannot go tomorrow,
right? If RJ cannot go,
Grimes into the starting unit. Yeah.
Yeah, then it's the all rookie second team versus. Okay.
Yo.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the young guns with
Sims.
It's
the Summer League, second team Summer League.
It's facts. I'm ready for Sims.
Yep.
Man, I kind of like Sims. Even Sims' motor is impressed me, man. He's really impressed me, man. But yeah, I think I've said everything I had to say. I know half the time y'all was trying to get into the chat to the room. But But yeah, man. Yo, do we have any ooh or bruh picks? I just thought about that. Any ooh or bruh picks, Ryan? I know that's off the cuff.
Ooh and bro picks. I'm pretty sure I have something in mind. I just can't really think of it at the moment because I did see a couple of boneheaded plays, but damn, I'm trying to think. Well, there is a bro pick I do have. It's not NBA though. It's NFL. In football, it was the Vikings. It was the Vikings. I forgot who the Vikings were playing, but I've seen the clip a couple of times where Kirk Cousins was lined up. You know, they were about to snap the ball. Kirk Cousins was lined up, but instead of being lined up behind the center, he was lined up behind the guard. And his running back had to like tell him like, "Yo, call timeout. Like you in the wrong position."
Dang, he must have been drunk.
Yeah, he must have been drunk. He must have been partying last night with J.R. Smith and them.
So.
I don't know.
That's right. He was hanging out with JR last night.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna just shout. I told everything. I'm gonna shout everybody out and close the show. Then that's all we are talking about.
But there's a ooh though. Y'all got there's a ooh. It's the elephant in the room. It's a ooh. Come on.
The elephant is the room.
Tibbs gets the ooh. Tibbs gets the ooh.
Oh, Tibbs, you get the ooh of the century. For grabbing.
Tibbs gets the ooh.
For grabbing to grab. Yo, you stood by your word. He really stood by the word. He said, "Screw the politics. I'm not just benching them. I'm getting you after rotation." I did not see that coming.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's
a question though. Because if Kemba's gonna be out of the rotation, what do the Knicks do with Kemba? Do they wait him? Do they?
I think he becomes Udonis Haslam.
Right.
You just think he's gonna keep him on the bench as like locker room presence and a leader on the team, despite not playing?
Yeah. I think that's exactly what happened. Unless he comes like, I want to be bought out or something like that to have a chance to play with another team. I think that's what they're gonna do. And just kind of have him be.
He might think he might join the Geritol Lakers on the minimum.
Good shots.
Bruh.
Yeah.
They got every other old player on their team. True.
Join the ARP Lakers. Oh man.
ARP Lakers. They all fly with discounts.
Oh my goodness.
They get the senior discount.
Half the team on Medicare, 65 and over.
Oh man.
Yeah. They be having wheelchairs on the sideline. They got somebody saying, "Hold my nuts."
Oh my god.
Pass the ball, Kobe.
Oh man.
Yo, even AD is young, but his knees are still old. But anyway, that's a whole other situation.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother situation.
They be having an ambulance on standby with AD.
Oh man, yeah.
Shoot.
Oof. Well, yeah.
Yikes.
All right. Well,
No, I think he stays with the Knicks. I think he stays and retires with the Knicks.
Yeah, he does. Davis. He stays. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be because like it's tough, man. He's a good dude. I don't want him to like. He's a good guy. So like you just hate to. You said it all. You said it, Roy. Sometimes the star players be the last to know.
Yeah, it's always it's like any sport. It's like, why you think, you know what I heard today? I heard what's his name want to make a comeback, man? Oscar De La Hoya.
Man, all the old boxers trying to make a comeback.
That's an athlete thing. They always think they can still do it. They always think they can. They're the last ones to understand. No, you can't do it anymore.
Right. But you know what? And you know what? I'll say this too. Maybe it could be a fit too. Maybe it's just not our team because he scored 17 points. Maybe there's a role for him somewhere where he plays 15 minutes a game, and he comes into the second unit, and there's defenders around him, so he doesn't look as bad on the defensive end. Maybe there's a role somewhere, like in the league.
Maybe, but but who wants that? What team you think? I don't know.
There's scorers who can't defend all over the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that he wants to play on a contender, though, right? I mean, figuring he wants to play for a ring.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know any contenders that are in that position. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, maybe Minnesota. I don't know. He's gonna stay with New York, man. He'll stay with New York. I think he's gonna stay.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
I mean, he's not.
Yeah.
Who else? I mean, he's what? He's got to get another buyout. No, he's gonna stay with New York. He's gonna get his $8 million every next year, this year, $9 million, whatever. He's gonna be Adonis Haslem, man. He's gonna be.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
The thing is, Kemba ready for that type of role, man? Like he might still think that, I still got something left in the tank. I want to go somewhere where I'm gonna, get some minutes.
He might, but you know what? I'm not sure who's going to give him that. I mean, look, Boogie Cousins just come. He's going on non-guaranteed deals for the last couple of years. I don't know who's going to give Kemba. I don't know, man. I'm thinking Clippers, no. Really, Lakers, no.
His personality is the type that he's not going to cause trouble. Or I feel like teams, like he's so likable. I feel like teams will just be like, yeah, let's go.
You think he'll go to Brooklyn?
I mean, Brooklyn, but they got Patty Mills, James Harden.
They got Patty Mills tomorrow.
Yeah. They got Javon Carter. I think Nets have enough point guards though. They could use Kemba, but I don't know.
I don't know either, man. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I just think he would just chill with New York. After all that hoopla, just chill with New York and be a good soldier like I know he's going to be. Be Udonis Haslem, point out with some things you're seeing on the court that could help. I mean, he could have done. He still get $9 million. Why not?
Yeah, and if injuries happen, then you might see him back on the court again. Now that
God forbid.
God forbid. God forbid. I look so happy, bro. So happy, bro.
It has to be a major catastrophe.
Oh man!
Like we only have 6 players, everybody's out. And even then, he's the 6th man.
Yo, why we doing Kemba like this, yo?
No, man. No, that's my guy, man. He's not going out like that, Raw. He's not going out like that, Raw. Raw is letting off all the whole clip. All right.
My bad.
Nah, respect to Kemba, BX legend, cardiac Kemba.
Cardiac Kemba. Yeah, we got cardiac Kemba.
Jeez, man. Jeez. We ain't canceled. We're not even on the network. We getting canceled.
Oh gosh.
Oh man. Yo, Kemba, we still love you, man.
We still love you, baby.
We got love for you. We got love for you.
BX. We love you, man.
We got love for you. Rice High School. We got love for you, baby.
Ignore Raw.
Yeah, ignore me.
But we about to run these games off though. Like you said, Raw. I think you said behind the scenes, if the Knicks beat the Nets, we going on a 5-game streak.
I can't play the music because I don't want you to get in trouble. But I got 5 on it. So we got 1 against Atlanta. If we beat Brooklyn tomorrow, that'd be 2. Then I'm rolling for 5. I'm saying we're gonna do 5 straight.
Right. I agree with you because we got Nets, Bulls. We beat the Bulls once, and the second game was close.
We're gonna be up for the Bulls, man. They're gonna be up for the Bulls at the guard with the
we better get that back at home.
They're gonna ready to spank that behind for real.
Yeah, and matter of fact, even though the Bulls won that second game, the Knicks play the Bulls really good. The Knicks match up very, very well with the Bulls as well, and with the Knicks making this change, I predict the Knicks to win that game.
Yeah, I think the Knicks will win that game. And then Denver has not been playing well. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Denver's let me see here. Because they where they at?
Yeah, and they just lost.
Denver's 10th. They 9-10. They done lost 6 straight, man.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, they lost 6 straight.
Because they just lost Michael Porter Jr. too.
Yeah, for the year.
That's what I'm saying. They lost Michael Porter, and you know what? Everybody, all you fools out there talking about, we should have drafted Michael Porter Jr. Look at him now. Back surgery.
That's exactly why we didn't.
That's why they didn't touch him. And I'm glad they didn't touch him.
I'm glad.
So now, so Jamal Murray out, and that's really what's hurting them because they really was hoping that they really didn't want to lose Jeremy Grant. They offered him the max.
Yeah.
But he turned it down to go to Detroit. That messed them up because they had him, they had Porter. They had 2 nice wings right there.
Right.
So, but then, that messed them up. So now they messed up and signed Michael Porter Jr. to a max. That was crazy.
That was dumb.
I mean, dumb. I mean, I said it. I mean, I hate to do that, but it was a back wrist, man. He was a back wrist from the beginning.
Yeah, that's one of those things when like
back wrist, man.
But the thing is that it was fool's gold though, because when Michael Porter just came back, like he sat out the first year because he had the back injury, but then when he came back, he was fairly healthy. So the Nuggets probably thought that since he was fairly healthy, that it was going to continue. So we're going to throw the max at him, but unfortunately he got another back injury and he's out again for the season.
Because the thing about a back though, it can come back. I mean, no pun intended, but it returns. You know what I'm saying? It's not,
Yeah. Exactly.
So but they're starting Monte Morris, Will Barton, Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, who's a journeyman, and Nikola Jokic. That's who they start. And then they got Bones Highland, who's a rookie. Yeah, I'm not saying but they got Cam Pascal, who's really good. Austin Rivers, butter, but they don't have none. They lost 6 straight.
Right. Yeah, so I mean they're ripe for the picking.
Right. I see somebody, and they gave them. That's a small market move. When it's a small market team, when they feel like teams aren't going to come to them in free agency, and they have players there, and they feel like they're halfway good, they usually just overpay people so they can stay. So that's what that was about. But that still was a little bit too aggressive for a guy who was a role player and has back problems for me. But for real. Oh, somebody just said in the chat that the Nuggets are blowing out the Heat. Interesting.
Ooh.
Let me see. Oh shoot! Look at that. It's 120 to 103.
Interesting.
Okay.
What the heck? Let me see who. Wait. Let me see who playing. 20 for Aaron Gordon, 24 for Nikola Jokic, 15 boys. That's typical for him. Will Barton 14, 11 for Monte Morris. Yeah, they looking pretty good. I mean, Miami must be stinking up the joint. Let me see. Bam got 24. Oh, there's no Jimmy Butler.
Oh, there you go.
Explains it, yeah.
No Jimmy Butler. No Jimmy Butler, no Tyler Hero.
Oh,
okay, that explains it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they done without them, man. They playing Caleb Martin, PJ Tucker, Bam, Duncan Robinson, and Kyle Lowry. Yeah, they gonna get blown out.
Okay,
they ain't got nobody playing.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense.
But brothers, you know what we always say, right? What's the best ability, right? What's the best ability?
Availability.
Yeah. So
gotta be there. So
there it is. There it is. So.
Yeah. All right, salute to the chat, salute to the panel, man. Great talk, yo. I hate that it came to this, but I'm sad, but I'm low-key happy. Like, I was telling my mom yesterday, I was like, listen, we playing the Nets, and if Kemba's not playing, we got a chance to win. That's exactly what I told my mom yesterday. That's exactly what I told my mom yesterday. Like, no joke.
Man.
No joke. And then long behold, next day, Tom was on the same page. So,
Tom, I love Tom, man. Tom said, I'm not having it. No, he said.
Yo, wrong.
Yeah, Tom. Tell him, man. Tell him. Tom said, yeah, he said, you mean he's out of rotation? Yep, that's exactly right. Damn, talking about short and to the point. He's like, damn. I was like, all right, Tom.
Yeah.
He looked at that video and said, nah, I'm pulling the plug today. Nah, I'm just joking. He was planning this for a couple of weeks, man. He knew this was coming.
I mean, look, that was our best defensive performance of the season, though. Holding the team who was averaging 120 those last 7 games to 88 points. Like, you can't ignore things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And Atlanta was on a 6 or 7 game winning streak as well, and the Knicks
that's right.
and did that. So that's a positive sign right there. And I mean, it is what it is.
Man,
bro, I am so like. Oh
I was worried, but now the Knicks are back again. We back. We here again. We here again.
We here. We deep.
Exactly.
Yo, Miami got an all-star team out today. Jeremy Butler, Tyler Hero, Keith Morris, and Victor Oladipo. They all out. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
they just said out. They don't even say why Jimmy Butler's out. Huh?
Not that Victor's been out all season.
He's like Kemba 2.0, man.
Yeah, but yo,
that thigh injury dogged him.
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's cool. I'm gonna wrap up this show. I'm gonna shout out to everybody in the chat real quick. Thanks for rocking with us.
See, you
Rich
shouldn't have
Jim.
got me laughing about
Jace
Kemba
M.
going to the Lakers. That was that one.
Raw still showing the shots out, man. Raw's cannot. What's your new nickname, Raw? AK.
You know what it is, JL?
The
You
rapid
bring out
fire
the worst
shots,
in me,
too.
man. You bring out the worst in me.
It's
You
my
bring
fault
out the
now.
worst in me,
Oh,
man.
it's Jay.
Oh man, you gotta roll out the icy hot for the Lakers. Roll out the icy hot.
Raw becomes a different
They got
person.
extra icy hot.
Yo.
They got extra ace bandages.
Oh,
They got everything, man.
Yo,
It be
yo.
90 degrees outside, and they got heaters on the side of the bench.
yo.
Shots for it as
Nicky.
well.
Yo, yeah, I
The
don't
Ben
understand.
Gay.
Y'all don't understand. There's two different Raws, right? When Raw is on his channel, he's like, "Oh, shalom," and he's like, you know. When Raw comes to KOT,
Yo.
the gunshots is off. The safety is off. Guns is blazing.
I'll be reverend on my channel, right? And irreverent on your channel.
He come here to act up. Yo. Raw takes the safety off when he comes in. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
He said I take the safety off.
Take the safety all the way off.
Oh man.
Raw K,
Yeah, but Ryan
I don't
started too.
know.
You were talking about Ben Gay stuff too, man. You
Oh my. Rapid fire, Raw.
God.
Rapid fire. There's another nickname coming for you somewhere. I'm gonna think of one. When it comes out, it's gonna come. You the Raw metaphor, but there's another. In chat. What's a good gun metaphor nickname for Raw? we working on that. We working on that for next show.
Oh God! All right. I love Kemba.
Oh,
Kemba's my man.
man.
I ain't messing with Kemba. Kemba's my man. Kemba's the coolest dude on the Knicks.
Even the commenters are getting into it. Jason M just said the Lakers are going to look like Ewing did at the end of his career. God
Yo!
damn.
No, you ain't funny. They be taking the ice off before they come in. They got their knees all iced up on the sideline. They better have tons of ice up in that piece, man.
Oh, this is derailing. We're canceled.
LeBron said,
got
pass the
five
ball,
on
Melo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, good, man.
Y'all good. Y'all stomachs are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross, look at that. Yeah. All right, yo. That is our show. Shout out to Will and Meta, Chuck Moss, Rich Jim, Jason M, Knicks Nation TV, Bodega Fitted. Oh man. Everybody, Sherwood, Keenan Lambert. Everybody else is rocking with the show, man. If you like the show, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Super chats and all that other jazz is also welcome. Helps keep the lights on, keeps the phones going, keeps all the bells and whistles moving. So all good ways to support the KOT show, all right? But that is our show. Next show will be tomorrow. This is a big one. Teams that I want to beat anytime I see them, the Hawks, just add to the list.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nets, for sure.
For real.
I
I tell you what, I don't mind stomping on Boston either.
I don't mind. I do not mind healing towing on Boston's head whatsoever. I don't mind that either.
Exactly.
I still got residual smoke.
Any Boston team.
Any Boston
That's right.
team.
Any Boston team.
Any. I got
Any
residual.
Boston team.
I got residual smoke from when KG and Paul Pierce was on that team. I got residual smoke for them too. So.
Man, Boston, man. Boston just natural hate. That's it.
Exactly. On site.
It's like cats and dogs, man.
Exactly.
Cats and dogs. Natural hate.
But that is our show, man. We will be back tomorrow. Knicks, Nets. Let's get it in. If we win in tomorrow, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be very disrespectful the rest of the week. I'm sorry. I will be unbearable on Twitter. I will be unbearable on Instagram. I live in Brooklyn. I would be unbearable in Brooklyn. I'm gonna heel and toe right in front of the Barclays Center if we win. I'm just
All facts. All facts.
All facts. All right.
Yeah, I'll send James Harden. I'll send James Harden his own personalized Dunkin' Donuts
And then, here we go.
for the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh man, so that dude Krispy Kreme.
Oh my God, the Raw. All right, yo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll send him a dozen Krispy Kreme, man.
Exactly. Jesus.
All right, sorry.
All right. Okay, Raw.
Sorry, JL. My bad, JL. My bad, JL.
You're Raw. Where they gonna find you, man?
I think I'm froze.
You still
froze?
good. You
I
still
think
good.
Oh.
Where can they find you, Raw?
Raw Hebrew Remnant on Twitter and Raw Hebrew Remnant on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Well, my close-up shots aren't good, but okay. Ryan, where can they find you, sir?
You'll find me on Instagram at Sir G is chilling.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIRG is CHILLIN. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan G KOT. And let's send these paint jobs back to New Jersey where they belong.
Exactly. Beating these Brooklyn paint jobs, somehow that gentrified Brooklyn team. Y'all don't belong here.
Come about the blueprint.
The blueprint.
Please.
The pink print. Anyway,
The
all right.
pink print.
You already know where you can find us, man. You can find us at the KOT Show on Twitter, the Knick of Time Show on Instagram, and also the knickoftimeshow.com is where you can find our blog. You can also get KOT snapbacks in black and white, blue, and orange at knickoftimeshow.com/catalog. Also read our blogs there as well. All right. Yeah, man. Good show. Fun. Always fun hanging with you guys. It's always hilarious. That is our show. We are out of here.
Peace.